Testing. All right, good afternoon and welcome to the December 2024 organizational meeting of the Santa Maria Bonita School District. The meeting is now in session. The time is 4:06 p.m. Roll call.
Mr. Hollinshead is absent. Mr. Wyatt is absent. Ms. Cabral, thank you. Mrs. Cordero. Thank you. Mr. Valencia.
Present. Item C, introduction of interpreters. Interpretation this evening is provided by Sandra Carranza. Item D, Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Cabral, would you mind leading us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Dr. McDuffie, do we have any public comments this evening?
No, we do not.
Okay. Seeing none, we will continue to item 3, approval of agenda as presented. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented? It is moved by Ms. Cordero and seconded by Ms. Cabral to approve the agenda as presented. Roll call.
Ms. Cabral. Mrs. Cordero. Mr. Valencia.
Present. Aye. Motion carries. Motion passes. Item 4, action items. Item A, election of officers, oath of office for newly elected and returning board members. Dr. McDuffie.
Okay, first we have the oath of office for newly elected and returning board members. I'd like to invite Ms. Cordero and Mr. Valencia to step down and join me at the podium, please. And Board Member Cordero, could you raise your right hand? I state your name.
I, Linda Cordero,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and
to
allegiance
the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties that I am about to enter.
discharge the duties for which I am about to enter.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Board Member Valencia. Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Ricardo Valencia,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties that I am about to enter.
discharge the duties that I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
you like to make any comments, Board Member Cordero, and then Board President Valencia?
I would simply like to express my appreciation for the support that I've received from the community. I do want to assure them that I will continue to take my responsibility seriously and represent our district in the best way possible to make decisions that best support our students.
I would just like to say also to the community of Santa Maria, I really appreciate their faith in my ability to continue to lead our district along with this team of wonderful staff that we have here in our district. What was to me most meaningful was the variety of participants. So I had many young people that were a part of the campaign, high school students, folks that were in their 80s a part of my team, and everything in between. And so for me, the best part is seeing our young people engage in the political process. Because for me, it's essential that just like we have our young advisors, our young students advising us in our areas for growth. For me, it's essential that our young people be a part of the process. The average age of a Santa Marian is somewhere in their mid to late 20s. And so I want to see that leadership represented at all levels in our government. And so I feel really proud to be a part of this community. And I'm really excited and looking forward to continue to do wonderful work with my fellow board members, with all of our district staff. We have wonderful young people, so we have a good team to do it. So I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do these next 4 years. Thank you.
Okay, so I will now entertain a motion to elect President of the Board. The current Board President is Ricardo Valencia. Are there any nominations?
I would like to nominate Linda Cordero for president of the board.
And I second that nomination.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is this a roll call? I'm not used to the. It's a roll call.
do roll call.
Thank you.
Ms. Cabral,
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero,
Aye.
Mr. Valencia.
Aye.
Congratulations. At this time, are there any nominations for Vice President of the Board of Trustees?
I would like to nominate Luz Maria Cabral to be vice president.
I'll second.
Okay, I forgot this part. It was moved by Board Member Cordero and seconded by Board Member Valencia. All in favor? Or I'm sorry, roll call, please. Do you accept the nomination?
Yes, I accept the nomination.
Thank you. Roll call.
Ms. Cabral,
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero,
Aye.
Mr. Valencia.
Aye.
All right, at this time, are there nominations for Clerk of the Board of Trustees?
At this time, I would like to nominate Mr. Lara to be clerk. At this time, even though he is not physically present, I do believe he would accept that nomination.
And I'll second.
Okay, it was moved by Board Member Cordero, seconded by Board Member Valencia to nominate Ricky Lart for Clerk of Board of Trustees. Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Cabral,
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero,
Aye.
Mr. Valencia.
Aye.
All right. At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to our new board president, Mrs. Cordero. If needed, the board may also take this time to move your newly elected office chair, Vice President.
Thank you very much. At this time, we need to set a time and date for regular board meetings, which currently is the second and fourth Wednesday of the month, with closed session beginning at 5:15 and open session at 6 p.m. And a motion to set time and date of special meetings. And if you look at your packet, you will see a proposed listing of those dates in in our board packet, I think. On page 12. And this follows the pattern of the second and fourth Wednesday of each month, beginning on January 15th, since students do not return until, I believe, the 14th. Yes. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
So I'll go ahead and move that the Board of Education approve the calendar as stated. And motion to set time and date for special meetings.
And I'll second.
Okay, it has been moved to set the time and date for regular board meetings with the option of adding additional meetings as needed upon approval by the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
And
Yes? Okay. Mr. Valencia?
aye.
Ms. Cabral?
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero? Aye. Thank you. At this time, we need to have a motion to designate a secretary to the board. And that person currently is Dr. McDuffie. Is there a motion to maintain that?
I'll move to have Dr. McDuffie as secretary of the board.
It has been moved and seconded to designate Dr. McDuffie as secretary to the board. Roll call, please. Mr. Valencia?
Aye.
Ms. Cabral?
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero? Aye. Our next task is to designate a representative to the County Committee on School District Organization. Santa Maria Bonita School District Board Bylaw 9100 stipulates that at its annual organizational meeting, the board shall designate representatives to serve on committees or commissions of the district, other public agencies, or organizations with which the district participates or collaborates. As such, the board will designate a representative to the County Committee on School District Organization. And who is that currently, if I may ask? Okay.
And I would like to, in that spirit, nominate Ms. Cordero to continue in that role. Should you wish to be in that role?
I will accept that.
I'll second.
Okay. It has been moved and seconded to nominate me to be that representative. Roll call, please. Mr. Valencia?
Aye.
Ms. Cabral?
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero? Aye. Resolution 24-10, resolution to the Board of Education of the Santa Maria Bonita School District, delegation of governing board powers and duties. The Santa Barbara County Education Office requires new forms to be completed before the beginning of each calendar year when new board members take office or other key personnel changes occur. The attached list of authorized signatures is similar to the last set of signatures sent to the county education office, but are specific to items of regular business conducted by the Santa Maria Bonita School District on a daily basis. Those people are thought I saw a list. I think there is a list. I thought I saw it. Yes, okay. Those people would be Mr. Matt Beecher, Mr. Brian King, Miss Kimberly Norton, Dr. Pete Bland, Andrea Alvarez, Patricia Zepeda, and Dr. Darren McDuffie. Is there a motion to accept these representatives?
I'll go ahead and move that we accept the representatives as presented.
And I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the list of specified people to be representatives to the County Office of Education. Roll call, please.
Mr. Valencia,
Aye.
Ms. Cabral,
Aye.
Mrs. Cordero.
Aye.
And just for clarification, do we need to say motion passes at the end, or are we okay without that?
I'm sorry.
At the end of our motion, do we need to say motion passes, or are we clear? Do we not mention that?
I thought I did that. Motion passes.
Thank you.
At this time, unless someone has additional business, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
And prior to that, should we mention when our next board meeting is?
Our next board meeting will be on Wednesday, January 15th, 2025.
Excellent. I'll move to adjourn.
It has been moved and seconded to adjourn our meeting to the next regular board meeting scheduled for January 15th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Mr. Valencia,
Aye.
Ms. Cabral, Mrs. Cordero.
Aye. It is 4:24
Mm-hmm.
and